my audience, at least 5 people or more. All right, my name is Laura Spencer, and my speech today is going to be on my knowledge of music and how it has affected my life. Have you ever been in the grocery store and your favorite song comes on the radio? And so, do you sing along? Because I do. But what would happen if every song was your favorite song and you knew every song that came on the radio? Well, that's my life. I know almost every song, so I'm constantly singing in public, in private, everywhere that I go. And what would happen if you didn't know that you were doing it until people start staring at you, or just start singing along with you? That's always fun too. Again, this is my life. I have conversations with people, and sometimes the things that they say will trigger something in my head, and I won't be thinking about their conversation anymore. I will be singing in my head. Because again, that is my life. So in this speech, I will be talking about how my knowledge of music has affected my friendships, my work life, and also my everyday life. Not that one. All right. So right now I'm going to tell you about how my knowledge of music has affected my friendships. My friends get annoyed with me all the time. They don't want to go places with me because there's a chance that I will be singing in public, out loud, very loudly most of the time, or harmony. I'll bust out into harmony on songs. Sometimes I wish I could turn it off, but it's not something that you can do. So I have friends that refuse to go places in public with me, and we have to just hang out at their house because they don't want to be seen with me in public because I will embarrass them. It happens. I understand. Another thing is I also have friends who will call me and ask me questions about music or put me on the spot when it comes to musical ideas, such as our music director at church. Sometimes I will get a day's notice before singing in front of our whole church congregation because he has enough faith in me and knows that I will know the song. So there's no need to practice because Laura already knows it because it's in her head already. I can't have a normal conversation with people because I use song references in every conversation. If I'm not telling them the song reference or just busting out into song during our conversation, then I'm singing it in my head, which isn't the best way of being a good listener. Now that you know how my musical knowledge affects my friendships, I'll tell you how it affects me at work. My knowledge of music has affected my skills as an employee. There have been times that I forget what I'm doing because I'm distracted by the song that's playing on the radio or the song that's playing in my head. So that affects me pretty negatively sometimes because I'll lose track and get off point. Another thing that happens, I don't know if it's happened to anyone else, but it happens to me a lot. Where you're by yourself, you're back in the back room or doing your work, you're singing along, and then your boss walks in and catches you singing at the top of your lungs. So that's always a fun conversation to have with your boss, but my boss doesn't mind because he actually loves music also. So that's a good thing. Another way it affects my life is singing in front of customers. If you have a line of people that are waiting for shaved ice or let's say tickets to go to the amusement park, they're grumpy because people don't like waiting in line. I don't like waiting in line. If there's a song on the radio, I just sing along. Yesterday, there was a song that came on the radio. I had a line of about 6 people in front of me, and I was doing my job, getting through the line. When don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. That just puts everybody in a better mood, and everybody is singing along in the line, and it makes everybody happy. So that's a positive thing about being able to use my musical knowledge at work. So as you can see, being a music nerd at work has affected has affected my job as an employee, or my role as an employee. Now let me tell you how it has affected my life in general. Um, Being a musical nerd, it takes a toll on everything that I do in my life. Um, I'm the person at the stoplight with the windows down that's singing at the top of their lungs, and doesn't care what anybody else thinks. I'm also the person that makes up songs to remember things, such as, let's see. Allison teaches at South Brunswick. Kevin teaches in North Myrtle Beach. Am I right? Yeah. That's a good way to remember it. Another thing is in the grocery store. Let's see. Your grocery list. Like you could go eggs and bacon, ham and cheese, ham and cheese. Don't forget the milk. Anyway, just in general. Patrice, I saw you're looking at me, even though you're behind the camera. So as you can tell, music makes up a big part of who I am. And my knowledge of music makes me unique, I think, in many ways. And it might be annoying. Yes, at times it is very annoying to me and sometimes to others. But would I change it? No, there's no way. And the jukebox in my mind, it's going to continue to add songs to its collection. And I wouldn't have it any other way. The end.